Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Well, the Clan Wars campaign is over. I hope your clan did well, and I hope you got something out of it. Might have some more campaign battles coming up after this, but back to normal programming. Okay, now you've seen a couple of T95 battles. The last one was Kaboom doing 7k, and Fury is out to reset the level. It's a battle on the Pilsen map. He's got a platoon with line balls in the T95, and of course there's that line of niggling between line balls and Fury in terms of their performance. So let's see how this goes. Alright, heading to the map, heading to the centre of the map, trying to get some, I would say, early positions. You can't get an early position at T95 despite having turbo, but get to some position even in slow tanks. Now there's the pile of rock will be sailing at. Just going slightly to the right to cover the internal factory area, I'd say. And they've got a big push going on the 0 line. So we'll see how that goes. I've already got one kill, getting rid of one of the enemy light tanks. And that's Disco Stew from Bats Clan. Disco Stew is a very funny guy if you've seen his YouTube channel. Not sure this will feature on it, but in any case, he's out of the battle. Alright, nothing spotted so far, and Fury not spotted. So, are they not covering this area, or are they going somewhere else? That's the question. Oh, here we go. 257 has been spotted, not by Fury. So, probably by the Type 4H is to his left. Fury just lining up the centre of this roadway here. Just daring the enemy to come down and face his mighty gun. Alright, here we go. Potential first victim. Oh, nice 2-2. Now, again, Fury not spotted, so that's interesting. They're not that far away, so that tells you anything about the view range of the IS-22. If his viewpoints don't cover the area that Fury's in, he won't be spotted. So you have to move out a little bit. Also, let's go to T56, obviously. There we go, it's the back of his tank. Now he should be spotted now. And here we go, there's the light bulb goes off. Now, that's because the front of the tank came out there from the T56. If the back of the tank comes out, then there's no spotting until the commander's hatch becomes visible, i.e. from the spotting tank, that is, because there are sort of multiple spot points on a tank, some on the front and some on the sides, but IS-22 obviously didn't expose enough of the front of his tank to make a spot. Now, gets spotted by the 65T and he ducked straight back into cover there, not intending to sit in front of a T95 gun, and that's pretty wise. IS-22 trying valiantly to penetrate, as does the 65T when he's pointing the other way, but both bounce off the front. So keeping your T95 angled and also doing a little bit of a wiggle can help with bouncing. And he's spotted now, but not obviously spotted him. There are still a light tank on each side, but it wouldn't take a light tank necessarily to spot him. Look at the view ranges are very close, but it looks like someone a bit further back. He may still be spotted, of course, but no arty in this particular game, so it's not really going to take much of a challenge unless someone comes out and tries to shoot him. And he's top tier in this game as well. Okay, definitely spotted by the IS-22 there, but interesting that the IS-22 wasn't spotted earlier. Bit of a quiet patch, so is Fury going to find another spot to fight from, or are the enemy going to push? That's the question. So scores move to 3-4, hit points roughly the same, so pretty much still in balance. Fury's team have lost both their light tanks. It's not necessarily a handicap on this match, on this map, except of course control of the zero line. They've got plenty of tanks down there, so they're a bit open to TDs, of course. You see a lot of them there behind the coal heaps. Alright, now he's got an angle on the tortoise. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Start to do some damage, and he says, just as he ricochets off the front of the tortoise. But if that tortoise thinks that he's going to survive in front of the T95 gun, he's got another thing coming. So he's going to stay there. Fury goes for a bit of a wiggle. Tortoise moves, but just ducks out after offering the side of his tank. Is he coming back? That's the question. And get a side shot on this Skoda T56. Oh, here we go. 65T comes out sideways and does actually manage to get a shot in, so that's good of him. And as the Skoda actually put some heat into, so Fury losing a bit of hit points there, but still got plenty to go. So can potentially one-shot that Skoda. This tortoise. Yep, no problem. Goes through the side. T56 paying attention, knows that the T95 is fired, and there you go, wiggle happening. So Fury wiggling while he's out of cover. Oh, 65T crossing, pays the price for that, and gets reduced to a very small amount of hit points. So one-shottable, but about any tank. Type 4H there is inside the building, so they're going around the side of him. Fury knows that apart from the WOTCCASIA, who now appears to be a bit behind hard cover, he can push in now, get rid of the 65T, who fires and tracks, well, damages the tracks, but oh dear, that shot missed, so you can just keep the 65T in front of him. He fires and bounces, and you can see just the weight of the tank pushing to get the kill. As soon as he gets in, yep, that's done. Does a quick turn around to see whether he's in the way of someone else's gun, but he's not. And he continues the charge down here. Should be able to get rid of the Skoda, which he does. And now the tortoise is next to go. 2 shots for the tortoise at least. And Fury, just finding that the tortoise now is basically overextended. As much hit points out of it, but nice side shot on the tortoise takes him down to 159 hit points, and he gets taken out by Borsig. So teams are 8 all now, and they're still being pushed back in the map here, so it's interesting. So Fury's going to come around here and give a bit of support. As 2-2 finally goes down. There's Conway and Object 257, who's the top tier heavy tank on the enemy side. But still nearly 7 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time to win or lose this game. But, relocating around the map in a T95 is not the most efficient process. Again, plenty of time to go, so as long as the enemy's not running rings around you, that's probably okay. If they're staying in one spot, that's exactly what you want. Alright, so coming up here, double T30 visible to the right, just as he goes past. He's just keeping out of the way of the Pershing here, I would say. Alright, there we go. There's the Pershing, gets spotted, that spots Fury, but that's okay. No one else can shoot at him right now. Like up to 257 is trying to flank, so this is interesting. So Fury's noticed that, and he's going to come around here and see if he can punish the 257. Alright, he's been taken down to 19 hit points. There's not a lot of hit points to gather. In fact, there's none now, because the Charpentier 4 does his job and takes him out. And here we go. Charioteer walks straight into Fury's gun and gets taken down to 81 hit points. This destroyer Fury's day. Not many kills, but a lot of damage. But the Charioteer takes out Well, actually, it's Conway takes out the Charger 4, so the Charioteer doing the spotting, Conway doing the shooting. In fact, they've got 3 tank destroyers left, and they're all on this side of the map, so I'm going to walk straight across and get in the way of the Conway gun, so that's basically what he's being careful of now. If he crosses sideways, he's likely to be spotted by the Conway and have a shot put into him. That would hurt dramatically, but he's still got a T30 to face and the Charioteer, and they can all do some damage if they do the right thing. And he does get spotted that time. That's probably the Conway doing the spotting. And there you go. There's the Conway. Bounces off him. And he can line him up. Oh, the Conway doesn't even look at him. He gets smacked by Fury. Brings up Fury's 6k. There's still a bit more to go. There's 1700 hit points of damage left in the enemy team. And there you go, he does take a big hit from the T30. And here we go, you can get rid of Conway, which he does. And now it's just the 2 tanks here. The T30 got the most hit points. That's what he wants, but he cannot take another hit really from the T30. And that's his only choice now. Charioteer goes down. And here, can he get the side of the T30? Yes, he pretty much can, which he does. And he's just going to wiggle, and there you go, so holds up. Oh, he's got a nice dead tank to give him some cover. His low front plate, which is his real weak spot. So there you go, T30 misses. That's at the end of the T30's day, I would say. And it is, so that's the end of the game. 8.1k of damage there, so bragging rights going to Fury. Alright, 8.1k of damage, 5 kills, and blocked 25-20. So he's earned the high caliber award for the most damage, and the steel wall as well. He's got the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, and that was his game that he earned the 2nd Mark of Excellence, so really progressing there. Let's see if we can get the 3rd one. Now, how does the team score work out? Alright, he's finished well on top there. 1569 base experience, that's a really nice level at tier 9, and Charger 4 doing 4k there, really helping out. Line Balls coming in at 3rd place. And on the enemy team, an ALC obviously getting a lot of spotting damage there, but the T30 coming in with the most damage on the enemy side, 5.8, so I'd be a bit disappointed losing that game, but well, that's what you get when you come up against someone who does 8k. Alright, how many shots? What did it cost? What was his accuracy? 16 shots fired, 14 hits, that's pretty good shooting, 13 pens. So yes, only 1 bounce. I think we saw that one there earlier, and didn't have any reserves running, so he spent a fair whack on consumables there, 60k on consumables, so he's all run out of his stock of consumables and paid for all of his premium ones, and that didn't help, so lost a total of 44k, but not too bad in the end. Anyway, another great game there from Fury on his march to getting his 3rd mark. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps get more people to see it in their feed. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.